Da Nang, Vietnam. Paradise on a budget. Or so they say. So, beaches, cafes, restaurants, great Wi-Fi, and you can stay there for months on end. Well, I am here for the first time and I wanted to see what the hype is all about. Honestly, I had a bit of a mixed experience. Join me on my first impression. And so welcome to the coast of Vietnam, and just from being here one day, in some ways I really like it, but in other ways it's a little bit different than I hoped. It's not, generally when you hear about Da Nang, you hear a lot about the cost of living, and it's a big city. So over the next couple of days I want to take you with me and give you a little bit of a realistic idea of how it looks on the ground. On the one side, a little bit the things you can do for free. Also tomorrow, definitely want to check out a little bit the resort life. If you want to come for a vacation, if you want to stay at a nice place, how could that look like? But the very first impression already coming down here, it feels a little bit kind of like Phuket, Thailand, or maybe even a smaller version of Pattaya, in the sense that even at this time of the year, it's not the warmest. It's kind of like a good 26, 27 degrees in the evenings, even a little bit cool. So I don't know if you could say it's the low season right now. It's a little bit cooler. We're obviously higher up from the equator than like a Thailand or something. It looks actually really cool from the distance when you're looking at this skyline behind me. They build out some pretty nice looking hotels in the distance. You see some islands, and I think pretty much year around it is fairly busy here. But I do have to tell you, the town right next to it is not my favorite. We're gonna dive deeper into that as well. But that is literally just the first impression. And what is nice though, no matter what, absolutely beautiful walking promenade. You have little cafes on the ground. So that is going to be the plan for the next week. On the one side, explore a little bit the city. In a couple of days, I think, for today, kind of like the beach town, the beach areas. There's pretty much people all day long by the beaches, no matter the weather, even if it's rainy. It's quite interesting. So it seems like a lot of people are coming here for vacation for sure. And we are quite lucky with the weather right now because it's been raining for the past week. What are your first impressions?
Cool, very cool city near the coast, sunny, palm trees.
We wanted to do it for months already, right?
Yes.
So in that sense, let's just walk down the street, I would say. The thing that I would say makes this place quite unique is something we haven't properly experienced, but from what I hear is, and also just driving in, Da Nang is a very big city. I think it's by population 5th largest or something, by territory it's the 3rd largest. And you feel it, like from the airport to here. There's so many different towns. Right now on the weekend it has been really quiet, so I think after checking out the beaches, the tourist town, we're gonna check into a resort, and after that I think I'll take you to the city to get a bit of a full picture. This is, let's say, the experience you can do it. They always say like Da Nang, one of the cheapest places. From just being in the tourist areas, I don't feel it at all. Nice cafes, but the coffee goes for like $3, $4. The pho is bumped up to $4 or $5, which is still decent prices, but I think it's kind of like the local Da Nang, because the local population, that's the prices I'm kind of excited to see. But just walking around here, some really cool concepts, tables everywhere, little restaurants. Sugar Daddy is on vacation. He's not operating every day. But one thing I have to honestly tell you is, definitely a bit of a downside is the development in this part of the area. Some decent hotels, but also kind of like a bit old style, graffiti everywhere. Like it's almost like here, tourist heaven. There is honestly, some buildings are abandoned, some are not operating, some are super nice and clean, and some are not as much, let's say it like that. That is the first impression, but nonetheless, I think probably also other seasons of the year, when it's a little bit busier, a little bit more things open, it's probably even nicer. So that is a bit the first impression. Maya Beach Bar. Let's check that out actually. So this is a little bit the beach bar situation. I'm gonna tell you here, it's quite nice. And that is the thing, from the distance it looks absolutely amazing. You have these kind of like sky rises, a little bit Australia Gold Coast style. But when you come closer to it, you have to honestly say, some of them, the construction looks kind of abandoned. Some of them are pretty cool, others very old, generally rather small buildings, the hotels. But what I do definitely know is that there's some super nice boutique concepts, some super nice hotels. When I was doing my research where to stay, Da Nang, bigger city, obviously so many nice concepts. We're gonna explore that a little bit as well. Alrighty guys, before we get back into exploring a bit more the beach, check out some cafes. So the thing is, I stayed in Da Nang a little bit over a week. When it comes to apartments, I personally booked one for, I think it was pushing $75. Nice value, big apartment. But the thing is, when I look online, I've actually met a guy in the city in Da Nang, and he was telling me that he's renting a studio for $300 or $250 a month. So online, I was actually seeing that there is a lot of value that you can get. So this is where Da Nang does seem to shine, and why a lot of digital nomads like to come here. A lot of people these days want to use the opportunity to travel and live remotely. And an absolute essential for that is a good travel medical insurance. I've talked about Safety Wing, today's video sponsor, before. I was actually using them way back in the day. So they have Nomad Essential and Nomad Complete. So the Essential plan is basically a travel medical insurance for any emergencies, for treatment for new or unexpected issues while traveling. If you are living remotely, kind of similar to me, 1 month you're in this place, maybe you stay somewhere for a couple of months and you want to make sure that you're properly protected. This is where Nomad Complete is an absolute game changer. So what you get here is a full health insurance with extra travel protections. So you need to go to a doctor, like let's say it's just a checkup, routine medical care anywhere in the world. But it goes far beyond that. They have things like wellness therapies, mental health support, even things like cancer screening or treatment, canceled accommodation, delayed luggage, or even burglaries are covered. And it even works when you're back in your home country. And actually the Essential plan, if you just need it for a week or two, it kind of works like a subscription. You just choose the day you need it for, choose the date, and super flexible. It's very easy to set it up, takes a couple of minutes. So check it out. The first link down below in the description. You can check out all the details and set up a free account with them. So when it's time to get your insurance, be it for a couple of weeks or get the Nomad Complete, you're gonna be ready to go. So I'm also gonna leave a little barcode. If you're watching on TV, you can scan it. So personally, it's really a custom built solution for people that are living remotely, but of course also a couple of weeks trip. You wanna make sure you have a proper emergency insurance, one of the two plans. Check it out on their website. And with that, let's dive a bit deeper into Da Nang. How much is it?
15,000
70 cents for egg omelette, a baguette, very nice.
Mango smoothie.
How much?
$35.
Alrighty guys, so right now literally for the first time we're walking down by the beach, and I gotta tell you, it's not often that you find a proper, real, walkable beach. Like in Bali is a nice walking beach, and especially if you want to stay somewhere longer, this is like a thing I talk about a lot. Da Nang, I was considering maybe even to make it a base for a month, but I wanted to first check it out, and the feelings are mixed so far. We're gonna explore it throughout the video. For a vacation at the right time of the year, I already can tell it's amazing just being down here by the beach right now, just imagining. Right now I just wandered in, got my shoes on, dropped the shoes at home, and go for a nice walk to get your steps in, feeling and hearing the ocean breeze. And the other fact that it is quite cool, you have this nice mix of having the buildings in the back as well. In terms of the tourism, in some ways it's pretty chill. The fact that there's like really all kinds of people. There's families, there's couples, there's old drunk men. It's a nice mix. Like you see some old guys, you see some young couples. It's
Yeah, and the countries are also very, nationalities, very diverse.
Yeah, definitely. But just considering the fact that if you want to stay somewhere longer, to have some type of development while at the same time having a beach town. The only place I can really tell is kind of like Phuket, but it's almost a bit too developed, where you have both city and the island life. And to have a walkable beach, it's like a long stretch. You can walk easily hours into one direction. It's quite something. Nah. And so we have popped into kind of like 5 minutes down the road. This is where we're actually staying right now. Evenings gets busy, but what they do have is a couple of really nice cafes. Actually, there is this one we have been in the morning, great Vietnamese coffee. So the couple of shops they've opened up, and as for now, oh wow, Bikini Bottom. Actually, Da Nang feels a little bit like Bikini Bottom so far, in a good way, I would say. Let's check it out. Funny. Looks like a cool concept, actually. Here we are at the Bikini Bottom. I will have the Bikini Bottom burger. Plankton, what are you gonna have?
Plankton.
You want the recipe?
Yeah,
go
give
in.
me the recipe.
The one Bikini Bottom burger and one mango passion fruit smoothie, please. Yeah. What about you?
Sorry about the war.
Well, it is what it is, you know. What about you guys?
She's from the Philippines. I'm from Los Angeles.
Oh, cool.
And that's why I was asking because, Los Angeles, the double In-N-Out burger.
Never tried actually. I've been to the US like many times. I've even lived there. I've never been to In-N-Out. No.
Bikini
Bottom burger, yeah? All right, people say it's good. Oh wow. It is good. You'll like it. It's like nut ketchup. Good, huh? Good morning. Day number 2 in Da Nang. Taking a ride a little bit further down the coast, not much, maybe like 10-minute drive. I think it's going to be a little bit more quiet. And of course, as always, I want to see how could you be vacationing here? What type of hotels do they have? And this one's quite special. I think it's all about wellness, and that's something we could really use right now. So let's check it out. Most excited one here.
Excited for massage. So cute.
Thank you.
Yes,
Oh, wow.
bếp min. Còn
So, just checked in at TIA Wellness, and I think what makes this place quite special is it's kind of not just a resort, it's all about different treatments, different activities, yoga, exercise, stretching, all kinds of different massages they specialize in. And already it's quite a bit larger than I expected. I thought it was a bit more boutique, smaller. What I knew is just by the beach. That's definitely something I wanted. Taste the stevia, huh? So
Tastes sweet.
the guy just made the tea here with stevia leaves. Well, let me show you where we're staying right now. So this is truly a little, or pretty large actually, oasis. Please come in. Welcome to my crib. So it's basically like a proper full house coming in. Super nice living area. We got a flower in a vase. We got even some strawberries here, some gigantic grapes. And I would say for many people, the highlight. We have an outdoor pool. Look at that. Sun is shining. Right now is midday, so at the perfect time of the day, we got the sun coming in. But trust me, this is not the best view. When we were coming in, you probably saw it a little bit already. But let me give you a quick room tour. Like the best part about it is it's not hotel rooms, it's like villas, basically. A villa concept, left and right, many of them. Super nice bed, very roomy, like it's not full with stuff, it's just bed, tons of pillows. You're gonna love it. What are your impressions? Give us a tour.
Very cool. I like it. I like the fruits, and let's go to the bathroom.
Show them the bathtub.
My favorite thing probably is this giant mirror where I can dance, and it's so big, and all this, I don't know, this area, this corner, just super stylish.
What are we seeing there? Oh.
Look at this. This is the very freaky bathtub.
So basically the bathtub is kind of like inside of the ground, fairly large. Can take a shower here. Open curtain, you're looking at the pool, and back there is actually the big pool. So I would say super nice, very kind of open, very breathable space. Absolutely loving it. Also, just the fact how much daylight comes in here. But I gotta tell you, when we first came in, let me give you a quick tour. And like I said, this place is much more than just a resort, just beach, pool. It's all about, like, they have activities all day long, and we looked at a couple. In an hour, we're gonna go there. I'll take you along. So let's go. What do we got here?
Very cool. We have different kind of snacks, dried fruits and herbal iced tea. Everything looks super healthy. Super healthy snacks for free.
Complimentary mini bar. Seed crackers. Wow. You're fun.
Healthy
When it's
cookies.
made, it was yesterday made,
Yeah.
and it's good for a week. Perfect. Healthy cookies made today, good until what, tomorrow? Mm-hmm. Nice. So going for a little bit of a first vibe, just to see, and this is an absolute wow. So we are by the water, literally by the beach, 1 meter ahead of us. I think you can even lay down right by it. The waves are high right now. I personally like the vibe. Have a nice breeze. The beach actually looks super nice. Very clear, bright sand. And here, this is part of their ocean restaurant, which is right by the pool. So I think you can sit by the pool or over here. And speaking of the pool, so big pool, almost like if you look from there, infinity into the ocean. That is a pretty nice part. Right now, waves are high. I think I am gonna hit up the ocean in the next couple of days, but other than that, you have the pool. Here it actually looks really deep. Over there, not at all. So yeah, super nice property. Can lay here all day long. And I think I'm also seeing a gym there. Let's check it out. So, going for a little ocean check in the morning. Could swim, but the waves are super high. I think like in February, March, water's still a little bit cold, but especially in the wavy season, that is the amazing part. This pool, I just took the bird up. It looks as cool from the top as from being there. So, you going to swim?
Ah, so cold, but so nice. I haven't seen sea so long. It's so good. It's so private and peaceful.
Yes, it's a very wide beach. That is very cool. And right now, a little bit further from the bottom, like before, you have seen kind of like pretty busy back there. I think like it's pretty much a half an hour walk down the beach here. And the pool is pretty much right by the sand. So that's kind of the nice thing, even if it's wavy, whatever it may be. You're afraid to swim.
Yeah.
This one, you got the pool right here. Let's check it out. Erscheinen Sie, sonst weinen Sie.
What does it mean?
It means you're very nice.
Wow. Okay.
Want a sip?
No. Thank you. My room. Want the jewelry?
They always try that. Boys,
Yeah.
boys, watch out.
I have my business. Let's go. Let's go. Come.
What's your business?
Very, very important business.
And so I would say perfect pool. One of the deepest beach pools probably of all time. And this one cannot even stand. Oh. That's the only way for you to survive, huh?
Yes.
Oh, for real.
Look at you.
Look how deep it is. It's, yeah, it's like solid 1.40 m, guys.
Yeah.
Most of you don't know, I'm actually only 1.55 m tall. So now, for real, after being in the pool and taking in the view here, I gotta say it's absolutely amazing. Like the first impression was a little bit like, it's not the warmest season right now, this and that, but just the ocean, such a wide beach, so walkable. Imagining to spending a couple of months here, I can see that. There's still so much more to see. I'm excited for it, but that is going to be the next couple of days. Gonna have lunch later on in the restaurant. And the thing is, this hotel is all about, let's say, much more than just beach and pool and all of that stuff. Is much more about a certain wellness experience. So they do a lot of massages here, different yoga sessions, working out. For me, I'm just gonna hit their gym and probably do a daily massage. Up. And so, having a little late lunch, early dinner here at the Ocean, basically, restaurant. You've seen it before, right by the pool. I think you can also even do breakfast here, but the choice back there is pretty good. And I'm going for, I just asked the man, a puncha pao. Puncha pao, I don't know if somebody knows. Correct me. We got some nice meat skewers, actually some dark spaghetti, some meatballs in the sauce, and, well, of course, what do we have here?
Beef.
Yeah, going Vietnamese. As you see, we have changed. And there's a reason for that. So they have an all-day spa every day. And if you book the wellness package, which is kind of like the common thing to do here, that's what the hotel is all around. This includes basically 80 minutes of spa treatments. You can do 2 different ones. We're gonna do a long, deep tissue massage right now. So let's check out their spa. Let's see how it looks. I gotta tell you, so peaceful here. They're playing a little bit the music, but even without it, all you hear really is ocean breeze. Even though we are in a fairly big city, but you don't feel that. Excited?
Super excited. I was waiting for this moment.
For all my life. Oh no.
You prefer strong break massage? Yes, em có
For dinner, sitting down here at the top, kind of like where we checked in, and in the evening it looks even nicer. So breakfast buffet is at the same place, but as you can imagine, breakfast is kind of like nice. You even see the ocean from here, but in the evening, together with all the light, everything, some music, some water splashing outside, super nice place. And considering we had lots of Vietnamese food over the last couple of weeks, and generally the Ocean Bistro is super nice. It's kind of like a bit more snacks, so I wanted to check out here. I got myself a proper piece of meat, and it looks very good. So that's gonna be the dinner for tonight. Steak goes for, I think, what is it, like around 40 bucks. Alrighty guys, so let's call this, so far, the first kind of vibe of Da Nang. It has been a good, almost a week in this town. Checked a little bit out the city, the main beaches, and I gotta say, one of the most relaxing resorts. So the one that I showed you, Tia Wellness, throughout this video, I was very curious about it because it has really this big focus on lots of treatments. So most people that book it get the wellness package, kind of like the standard one, and then you get a treatment every day. So many different treatments. It was almost hard to choose. My favorite one was the hot stone Himalayan one, a bit more relaxing. I would say I did a couple of functional ones, the first day especially, where, like, seriously, sometimes you just need a massage that even hurts a little bit. That's when you know it's good. That's when you know things are being properly released. And as of right now, I've moved into a different area for another week in this town. The goal is going to be, on the one side, to relax a bit, but even more so also, I think tomorrow I'll be renting a scooter and to drive out. On the one side, there's Da Nang. Then there's another city like 40-minute drive away. It's kind of in some ways connected. Most people come to Da Nang. There's an old town. There is, and also just roam a little bit through the city, through the downtown of Da Nang. I haven't seen that really at all, other than coming from, like, let's say when I arrived in Da Nang, I drove through the city once, and beautiful sunset right now. And if you're new here by any chance, generally for the past couple of years I've been documenting my day-to-day here around the idea of building a life of freedom around the world. And Southeast Asia is really one of those places, I always say, opportunity, freedom, adventure. And there's a certain factor in Southeast Asia. If you want to spend here a couple of months a year, maybe even up to half a year for me personally, you get amazing, let's say it's one of the most interesting, adventurous places, whereas at the same time, you get great value, be it fancy places. I always like to cover at least one or two kind of like more vacation spots you could come to if you're traveling, and then also always explore a little bit what is the cost of living, what are the prices on the ground, check out Airbnbs, hotels. And that is what I want to explore a little bit more with you in the next video. And you can join me on Instagram to see where I am right now. I just wanted to come down to the beach here, wrap up today's video, and well, you too got a world to see.